Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am gonna do a newborn must-have video for you guys. So I'm a first-time mom. My baby is currently 7 weeks old. I can't believe she's already getting that big, crazy. But as a first-time mom, there are so many different things that like I did not use that everyone was like, oh, you need this, you need that. But then there were so many things that I didn't even think that I needed. So if you're like me, I've watched so many of these videos just to get like a feel for it, you know, see what other moms are using, and I love it. So I figured I would film one for you guys. And by the way, like, you're totally going to figure out what works for you and what does not work for you. So, you know, it's just trial and error for everyone, because I have some items that I hate that other people like live by. So without further ado, let's get started. So, I'm gonna go ahead and go with wipes first off. So we have water wipes. So these are what we use. This is actually what they gave us in the hospital. And we use them because, so for my baby shower, we got tons of different wipes. Like, I'm telling you, like, I'll have to show you at the end of the video, we got tons of different wipes. And our poor girl got a diaper rash. And, you know, as first-time moms, first-time parents, it took us a while to like figure out like what worked for us to heal it. So we figured out that, you know, it could have been the wipes that were a little irritating. These bad boys, they are 99.9% water. So like they're super easy for, you know, the baby's butt, like super, if it's sensitive or anything like that, I mean, this is where it's at. And then along with the water wipes, what we use is this A&D cream. So I have tried the butt paste, the one that's in like a red thing, the Destin. Oh my god, I hated the Destin, especially with a little girl, because if you know, you know. But A&D and water wipes, I swear I live by this to clean up a diaper rash. Like, it was gone within like a day, and we were trying to like figure out how to get rid of that rash for like a week and a half. I mean, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't warning like a doctor visit or anything like that, but you know, it's just trial and error, like I said. So water wipes, I mean, they are a little bit expensive, but they're so worth it. They're like unscented, and you can like clean out a blowout with just like one of these wipes. I live by them. So strongly recommend get yourself some water wipes. And along with that, get yourself a baby bum brush. Like, so this is to go ahead and spread the diaper cream on the baby's butt. And if you're like me and you love getting your nails done, you don't have to get anything under your pretty nails. Like, no diaper rash cream stuck on your nails. And you can also just like wipe it off with another wipe, so it's nice and clean for the next use. So I highly recommend getting a baby bum wipe too. And let's see, what else do I have? So many people are going to touch your baby's little hands, you know, squeeze them nice and tight, and then your baby's going to just put that in her mouth. Or if she's like me, she's starting to suck her, like my baby, not like me, she's starting to suck her fingers. So, you know, all those germs of other people getting in your little baby's mouth. So hand and face wipes. And then also I use them to like get like the boogers on the outside of her nose. So I strongly recommend the Aveeno Baby. I bought like 6 packs of these. So I have one in my diaper bag, one in my husband's diaper bag, one, you know, for the babysitter whenever she goes over to a babysitter. So, and you can get like 6 for like 20 bucks on Amazon. I like these ones or the Johnson face and wipe ones. So highly, highly, highly recommend this. And now let's see, what else do I have for you guys? Okay, so newborns don't really like toys too much because, one, like, you know, they're pretty much just little potato sacks, can't do anything. But my girl, I'm telling you what, for toys, she loves this thing. So this was $6 on Amazon, and it's literally just like a high contrast book. I will put this in front of her and she'll stare at like each page for 20 minutes. I mean, she loves it because, you know, newborns, they can't see. They can only see like black and white or high contrast colors. So this is just like amazing for her. I started it, so like I said, she's 7 weeks old now. So like I introduced it probably at like 5 weeks to her. And since then, like, it's been 2 weeks. She's not tired of it yet. So for $6, like, get this for your baby, because I mean, it's so cute to watch them learn and figure out, use their little eyes. so you can see the enjoyment on her face, and I highly recommend you can get some enjoyment out of watching them have some fun looking at that. And let's see, so like everyone says, get yourself a boppy pillow. So I am breastfeeding, but I don't use this for breastfeeding. For me, it was just like really awkward and I didn't like it. So I don't use this for breastfeeding. I use this for sitting my girl up and reading to her when I read to her, or like when me and my husband are eating on the couch or wherever we're eating and she's wide awake, I'll use it to prop her up so she can sit and hang out with us. And yeah, so I just use it to prop her up. I use it for like photo shoots. I'll put a white blanket over it and lay her on top when she has a cute outfit on. But I mean, lots of people say it was a breastfeeding must-have. I would not say it was a breastfeeding must-have. I would just say, like, I like it as like a chair. You know, I like it so she can sit up and just change position for a little bit. Now, what I will say is a breastfeeding must-have for me is this Haka. So this thing, oh my God. So I didn't know this either, and I guess it's not common for some people. Like, some people leak out of one breast when you nurse from the other. Some people don't. For me, I am a cow, so I leak from whatever breast I'm not nursing from, and with this bad boy, I will catch like 2 to 3 ounces, sometimes more, of feeding. So like I'm helping to build my supply up without having to pump, and that is just so freaking amazing because pumping's annoying. I don't like it. So when I go back to work, I am gonna be in for it. But this Haka, like, it's $12 on Amazon. This is the second one I bought. Like, oh, I live by this. Like, breastfeeding must have right here for sure. So another breastfeeding must have, this is not going to be for everybody, but it really helped me and it really helped my girl, and now breastfeeding is a breeze. So a Medela nipple shield, I love this. So we've used this from the hospital. I'm probably getting to the point where I need to wean her off, but I don't want to. So because it just, I mean, it just makes everything so easy right now. Like, you pop this on and it just, like, you know, it kind of helps your nipple get out there so they can get a better latch. So we've used this every single feeding, every time I feed her. And like I said, I love it. It helps her get a better latch. Like, I know she's getting a lot of milk. And, I mean, and once her mouth, my girl was only 5 pounds when she was born. So I feel like once her mouth gets bigger, I'll be able to nurse her better. She'll be able to get a better latch herself. So until then, I'll be using these nipple shields. Okay, so let's see what else I have is sheets. So my girl currently sleeps in a pack and play, and I didn't buy any sheets for the pack and play because I didn't think we were going to use it right off the bat. But we have a $150 bassinet that we do not use because it's so deep. Like, my girl sleeps in the pack and play in our room, and the bassinet compared to the pack and play, like, she's like, I feel like she's like 3 feet down in there that I'd have to scoop her up with. So $150 bassinet just kind of sits in the living room. We don't use it at all. But the $50 pack and play, that's my jam right there. So sheets for the pack and play, found them on Amazon, like 12 bucks. And because your baby's gonna spit up, I mean, you know, so you gotta get some extra sheets for that. Plus it's like cold, you know, the mattress without a sheet in there, it's cold. You don't want your baby laying on that. So what other sheets? Crib sheets, of course. You know, I got a really cute one on in here right now, but she doesn't sleep in her nursery yet. So but another thing I did not know that I would go through as many sheets as I did is a changing table, or changing pad. So this is also a newborn must-have. I actually have a full-on changing table. Let me tell you, I haven't changed her once on that. But this changing cover pad, or whatever it is, I put it on the couch, and this is where I change my girl, on the couch on this pad. And oh God, let me tell you, when I first brought her home, we were going through like sheets after sheets every day for this changing pad thing. So I ended up buying like 3 more sheets from the additional 2 I had before she was born. So I had like 5 changing pad sheets in total. And I ended up buying, you know, like I said, the extra ones on Amazon because we were going through them so much, because she was having, you know, blowouts every time I changed this girl. She wanted to pee or she wanted to poo, and the diaper wouldn't catch it all, and then my sheets were all wet. then she'd have to go to the bathroom again in an hour, so, you know, you don't want to change her on anything wet. So I bought a lot of those sheets. And then I also bought, once I figured out that, you know what, this is annoying, I don't want to keep having to wash these sheets, I went ahead and I bought this Munchkin changing pad cover thing. So it comes in a pack of 3. I don't know what that stain is, but this is like a lifesaver here. So this, it goes over the changing pad like so, wherever you're changing your baby at. And that way, if, you know, there's some extra, it just gets on that little thingy. So much better than what I was doing, which was washing and changing sheets left and right. So I recommend this bad boy for sure. So once again, it's like called a changing pad cover. It's Munchkin brand. It comes in a pack of 3. Get yourself that. And okay, so another thing that I live by, and I didn't want it, but I wanted it, you know, it was the docket. So let's talk about the docket. So it was $200, and the moment I brought my girl home, I was like, oh God, like, you know, everyone on Instagram's posting about the docket. I really want one, but I don't want to spend $200. Is it worth it? Let me tell you, it's worth it. I love it. I love it so much. So what I use the docket for is when my girl's taking naps. So she is taking a nap right now, and I can put her in it, like on the bed, on the couch, wherever, and I know she's not gonna roll anywhere because 1, she's 7 weeks old, she's not rolling anywhere, but 2, like, she's not gonna roll off the couch because the docket has that extra padding on the sides versus, you know, like this. Well, 1, they're not supposed to sleep in any of this unsupervised, yada yada yada, but you know what I'm saying, like the docket, it's nice. It's nice too because one thing I hated is if I'm in the living room and she's napping, like, I didn't want her in my arms, I didn't want her in the bassinet. I wanted to be able to peer into her, like, wherever she's at and see that she's comfortably sleeping, see that she's breathing, you know. So I love the docket for that. So when me and my husband are in the living room watching TV, we can have her right next to us on the couch. I know she's sitting there sleeping, happy as can be, lounging away. Or, you know, like if we're in the room watching a movie, not asleep, I'll put her next to us and we'll just all like kind of hang out, cuddle as a family of 3. And then, I will transition her back to the pack and play for bed, for safe sleep and stuff like that. But I mean, just for lounging around, I love it. Because when we first got home from the hospital, when we were lounging like in the bed, my husband would just kind of like put her on a pillow next to him. And I didn't like that because, you know, first time mom, nervous, like she could roll, whatever. I mean, he was awake, but still, I'd rather have her in like her own space versus just like chilling on the bed. So docket, I love it. I love it. I love it. I would say it's 100% worth the $200 just for, you know, like when you're hanging out, you know, they can nap in it next to you. And, you know, as long as you're watching them. Another thing that I recommend is, so I had a lot of like anxiety about, and I check my girl a million times when she's sleeping. So a lot of anxiety about, SIDS and all that, like as any first time parent would, like I wake up like, gosh, if she's sleeping good, like I'm freaking out. I'm like, why are you sleeping so good? Why are you not making any noises? So I like always go over there and I touch her chest, and then she startles, and then I like wake her up and I'm like, oh God, please, you know, just fall back asleep. So one thing I recommend is the snoozer. So it's like this little monitor. I'll insert a clip of her using it, but it's this little monitor that blinks green every time they're breathing. So pretty much if the baby like stops breathing for like a 15-second stretch or anything like that, it's gonna alert you. So it turns red, it lets out an alarm, and then that way you know, like, okay, something's going on here, I need to check on my baby. And then after that alert, if there's still no response from you or from the baby, then it lets out a louder alarm. So sorry, at the 15-second alarm, it also vibrates, so it can try and like startle the baby so they'll wake up. So I highly recommend a snoozer, because in the middle of the night I can see that the light is blinking green. So instead of like getting up from my bed to go check on her, I can see from where I'm sleeping that she's alive, that she's breathing, and it gives me that peace of mind to sleep much better. And I found it on Amazon for $70. Mine was like a refurbished one, but it's been working like a champ. So highly recommend. I haven't gotten any false alarms. They say you only get false alarms if the what do you call it? If the diaper's loose on him. So like I said, I haven't gotten any false alarms, and it gives me so much peace of mind. I am able to walk away from my baby while she's napping and, you know, get stuff done around the house versus, you know, like, I don't want to leave her for 2 minutes because I got to go and save her if need be. But, so I love the Snooza. Mine's called like the Snooza Hero. But a lot of people, they do like the Owlette. That was $300, you know, to each your own. I spent $200 on a docket. So, you know, it's whatever you feel more comfortable with. But my girl does sleep with that on every, what do you call it? Every night she's been sleeping with that. And then most naps when I have her, because my husband's mom watches her a lot, but most naps when I have her, I put it on unless I'm right next to her. So that way I have that peace of mind. And yeah, so that, once again, that's called the Snooza Hero. Have is a baby bouncer. So this is just like a Fisher Price brand. Someone got this for us at our baby shower. Love it because I can just sit her in it. She loves it. She likes it more than the swing. It vibrates. You can bounce her with a foot, and it's just nice because, you know, you can, once again, you can walk away. The baby gets a different position, you know, instead of just laying down, they get to experience this. And she loves to look at these guys, and she's starting to like really kick her feet. So then she's like kicking it herself and moving around herself. So when I make dinner and stuff, because I still want her right next to me, I'll bring her and I'll put her in this as long as she's awake. And she'll just hang out while I make dinner. So this is definitely a must-have, especially when you shower in step 2, you know, and they're wide awake, but you need to shower. So you can bring this in the bathroom. They can just hang out in the bathroom in it. Love it, love it, love it. Baby bouncer. I don't think they're that expensive. They're like $30 or so. And I would get this. Like I said, my girl likes this more than the swing. So, and on that note, a swing isn't really a must-have for me because some babies really take to it, some babies don't. So, to each their own on that. Another must-have though is these instant gas relief drops. So, I actually don't have that gassy of a baby. But the couple times where she is just, you can tell, I can really tell that she is trying to like push something out, or she is having issues and just fussy, nothing else will soothe her. I'll give her a couple of gas relief drops and it's like night and day. She's back to being her normal healthy self, or normal happy self. So, I mean, totally recommend. Just get yourself some gas drops. It's just good to have them, you know. So, have them in the house. Alright guys, so another must-have, like this is like a must-have item, is a baby thermometer. So this one, you can run it right across their forehead like so, and then it pops up with the temperature, 97.8. So I highly recommend getting this. Right now where I live, it's summertime, and I can never tell if she's hot from the temperature, just from being, you know, where we live, or if she's running a fever. Because there's been some times, like I said, if she's like super fussy and I can't console her and I don't know what's going on, it gives me peace of mind to know that it's, at least it's not a fever. So I can just check her. It takes 2 seconds, and you know, it's just, it helps me eliminate, okay, it's not a fever, what else can it be, you know? So get yourself a baby thermometer. You got to have one in the house at all times for sure. Another thing, breastfeeding mom, milk storage bags. So like I said, I catch a lot of milk from in my Haka pump, so that milk has to go somewhere. So it goes in these bags in the freezer, so that way when I take her to my mother-in-law's house or someone's watching her, I can just load them up on milk and all that good stuff. So get yourself some storage bags for your milk. And I'm trying to think, oh, washcloths. So baby washcloths, get them, because when I give my girl a bath, I always just put a warm washcloth over her belly So that way, you know, she's not getting cold fast or anything like that. So washcloths. And oh, one more thing that I love, diaper genie. Oh, my baby's up. I gotta go tend to her. But a diaper genie for sure, because their poop doesn't smell that bad, but you'll be filling up your own trash can so fast with all those dirty diapers. So their poop doesn't smell bad yet, but still get yourself a diaper genie, because that way, you know, your trash and then your diaper trash is separate. So that's what I like it for right now, because it's just one last thing, I don't have to buy trash bags, you know. So alrighty guys, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Thank you so much for watching. For the most part, I think I covered all of my newborn must-haves, because it's pretty much all I can think about. So if it's that important to me, it's in the video. So like I said, first time mom, my baby's 7 weeks old now, so I was able to figure out what I need, what I don't really need. So thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe.